Hi, this is Vicki from Grandma B's Junk Journal. Thanks for stopping by my channel. Today I'm sharing a little craft with you that you can create from vintage sewing pattern envelopes and the direction pages. This is our project for today, and it's a little pocket flip that you can clip onto your journal pages, or you can actually glue it to one of the pages. And I've created that from a pattern envelope. So I'm going to take this off and show you what it looks like. So I have taken, and we're going to make one together, and I've taken one of the direction pages, excuse me, and I have folded it in a way that it creates a fold up and some pockets. So I have a pocket here. I have a pocket here. It's folded over, so I have some lace, one of the little images, and some fabric and lace and a button. And then if you flip it up, I have a journaling spot here. And then up here, you could put another spot to journal, a photo, or just leave it there so that you can see some of the sewing pattern. Now you could glue this to one of the pages, or you could just clip it to one of the pages and then it would just float. I mean, you could move it around, you could, very usable. So I'm going to share some of my patterns with you and how I've created this, and then we're going to create one together. So the last week or so, I kind of had a focus of going to some thrift stores and looking just for some vintage patterns. Now I have quite a selection or a stash of these that I have around for making junk journals with using the envelope, but I've been trying to find some ephemera, vintage ephemera, and I've had a hard time finding that. So I thought, well, if I could find some of these, I could just cut these out and use them. So that's what I've done. When I was going to the thrift stores and I was looking for these, I was specifically looking for images that I could cut apart and that they would be good to use for projects. And so I have some of children and of adults. But I was looking for at least, 1970s, 1980s and older. So I got quite a few. I was very happy with what I found, and they were like 35 cents to 50 cents. I don't think I spent more than 50 cents for a pattern. So I've used the envelopes and I have used the pattern directions. So the first thing I did was cut the front cover, and then I glued them on some file folders. Now you could glue them on cardstock. I just have some file folders and they work well for that. So I glued the images here, and then after they dried, I cut them apart, and then this is what I have. So now I'm starting to build a collection of these little people. So I absolutely love them. So not only can you use the front of the envelope images, you can also use the directions. So on the directions, they have little images. Now they are black and white so far that I have found, but I did the same process, and I'm going to use these in my journals as well. And I mean, you could go ahead and color these with markers or chalks or colored pencils, and that would be beautiful too. So you get quite a few if you use both of those. You get quite a few of images to use. So I'm very happy with what I've got so far, and I have a whole stack, so I'm excited about getting all of those done. And I'm going to be sharing a couple other videos of some different kind of projects that I'm working on with this as well. So again, we're going to work on, boy, the lighting is not very good. I apologize for that. See if I can get a little bit more light here. All right, so we are going to make this out of this, okay? So here's a little girl. Now, on this side of the image, her other foot was part of another person. Fine, I went ahead and cut that, and then I'm going to cover that up with an embellishment, okay? So I have taken one of the direction pages, okay, and I've cut it down. So, oh, what is it? It's like 7 by 9.5, but really you could do it any size that you wanted to. So the first thing I did was, let's see, I'm going to fold it over like this, and this is about 2 inches, but again, you can make it any size that you want. So it's vertically. I'm flipping it over again about 2 inches, and then I'm turning it over, and I'm bringing this over so it's flush here. Okay, so this is what it looks like. You have this little flap, and then you open it up and you have this. Okay, now we're gonna fold it in half like this. So now this is where you get, that's what you got there. Okay, you're gonna have a pocket right here. You are gonna have a pocket right here. You're gonna open it up, and this is where you can put another card or whatever you want. So all right, so this is what we have, and I'm just going to go through this very quickly. It's very simple, but I just thought that I would share this idea with you, and maybe you could create some of your own. Now you can cover this any way you want. I wanted some of it showing, and I wanted it very easy. Okay, I have to be honest with you. I wanted it easy. I want it on the left side like this, so I just flipped it over. If I wanted the opening to this side, you just flip it. But actually, you know what that is? I think I'll glue that down onto a page. So I'm going to go ahead and flip it like this, I think. Okay, so I just cut, I have my supplies all set, so I'm trying to make this video quick. So I just got a piece of vintage fabric, and here I used lace. On this one, I'm going to use some vintage fabric. And when I glue fabric, I really like to use my fabric tack because it really is so strong and it's fast drying. I have to admit, it's very sloppy, and it's probably just me. I make a terrible mess with this glue. It's like not my favorite glue to use, only because it is so messy. For me, it's messy for me. Okay, so that's going to be my background. And then I want to make sure I'm not sticking everything. Okay, then I have my little girl. So I'm going to put my little girl like this. So my opening is right here. Okay, and I'm also going to use my Fabri-Tac because the file folder is gluing down on the fabric, and I really just find that anytime I glue things to fabric, that Fabri-Tac is like the best. Okay, so I'm going to put her, isn't she adorable? Oh my goodness, she is cute. Okay, so, and again, it dries really fast. So there you go. Now, again, I had to cut that corner off. So I'm going to put a piece of lace down at the bottom. Yeah, that's what I want. Okay. So I'm just going to kind of go like this. And then if I didn't get enough glue, I can just, after it dries, go back and add some more. Now, this is where my fingers get super, super sticky. Okay, so I'm going to put that lace there. Then I am going to add some fabric. I cut this little square of that vintage fabric. I used my pinking shears, and I'm just going to kind of go like this, I guess. Now, you can do so many different embellishes on here. I mean, you could use flowers, you know, just any kind of ephemera that you wanted. I'm just kind of, at the moment, focusing on fabric and lace and buttons. Okay, so that is the front. So we have this, that's the same as that. And now I have these little cards that we're going to use. And I trimmed this one down. Oh, my fingers are going to be all sticky. I trimmed this one down so it would fit on the inside. And I also cut 2 little tiny strips of fabric. Now on this one, I put a little bit here and a little bit here. So that's what I'm going to do for this. I am going to put a little bit of glue on my fabric strip. And I'm just going to, now, I mean, you can do so many things to decorate these, but I just wanted it quick and easy to show you, just to give you an example and maybe inspire you to make one of these yourself. Okay, so one at the top, one at the bottom, and then I am going to put that top on that fabric tack, and I'm going to use my art glitter glue. And then I'm going to put it right here in the middle. Okay, now as you see, I should have brought that down, but that's okay. I could add, you know, any kind of, I'm not going to add any other embellishments right now. Number one, I didn't get them out, but I definitely could add, you know, maybe a butterfly or a bird or a flower down on the bottom. I could add, you know, a card up here. I could add a photo here, or just leave it there as part of the sewing pattern. Okay, so I want to, let's see, so this opening is over here. And if we look at this one has a tab at the top. So I am going to, I think I'm going to put this one in front. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to just put a little tab, and I'm going to use this Fabri-Tac. I just cut just some scraps of that same vintage fabric, and I'm just putting a little tab here, and then this will slide right here. Okay. Well, I should have waited for that to dry. Okay, so we'll wait for that to dry a moment, and then that will get put right there. Okay, and then this one, there's an opening right here, and so this tag is going to go here like this, and so I will slide it in like this, and then I'm going to put a tab on the outside here. And really, that's all the Fabri-Tac that you need. It is so strong and dries so fast. But that also means you have to get that lid on fast. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and try this again. There. So that will go like this. This one is going to slide right there. And there you go. So you have two super adorable little pocket, I don't know, pocket flips that you can use on a page in your journal, just like that. Okay. Actually, you probably want to do it like this. Glue it on the back maybe, so you can just flip it up. Or if you don't want to glue it, you could just clip it right in there. How cute is that? Okay, so that is one way to use those adorable little images on or from vintage sewing patterns. I am going to have a couple more videos coming up with a couple more very simple projects just to maybe give you some ideas of how you can make some different elements to use in your junk journals. So thank you so much for stopping by my channel. I do greatly appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful day. And if you were inspired at all, could you please like and subscribe to my channel? I am trying to grow it this year, and I greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Bye-bye.